Around 4 or 5 years ago, I purchased a vehicle for the channel to rebuild. Not as a restoration. Restoration's a bit of a strong word. It was more a little project for a bit of fun, a bit of green laning. Now, unbeknown to me, I was going to get called in for major heart surgery. And since then, I've got married. I'm now a father. And it only just occurred to me, I'm saying only just a few months ago, that barn finds are very easily misjudged, because I still have this vehicle I purchased about 5 years ago now, and well, there it is. So you've probably guessed what it is. So the first thing I'll do is get it uncovered and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So here we have a 1984 Land Rover 90. This is pre-Defender, so don't start getting confused thinking it's a Land Rover Defender. It's not. So I bought this as you see it. It's a bit of a mess. It's been bobtailed, which not my thing. I think if you're going to bobtail a Land Rover like this, you might as well build a tray back and have a full roll cage. Not my thing, but it had potential at the time. And the engine is a 200 TDI Discovery engine. Quite a common conversion. I am 100% confident I can stick a battery on this and it will fire up and run all day long. They are brilliant engines. One of my favourite engines to ever go in a Land Rover is the 200 and 300 TDI. I'm not going to go into the politics of what's the best, it's just what I wanted this for. That was a perfect combination. As regards barn finds, this is a perfect example of how something can just suddenly change. I had no idea I was going in for heart surgery. I know I had heart problems, but it's been monitored for about 20 years. And then just out of the blue, bang, basically, you need surgery, you're going in. So this got put on hold. Obviously it was a long recovery. There are a lot of things happening at the time as well. And yeah, I kind of put it up here, out the way. And they get forgotten about. It's the harsh reality, I suppose. Since having heart surgery, I've got married. I'm now a father. My daughter's going to turn 2 next month. And at the minute, it's only going to sit here a little bit longer. Talking to a friend the other day, and he says, you know, I really want to buy a Land Rover and to go off-road. And I says, oh, I've got this. Yeah, he's buying it off me. So it is going to a good home, and it's coming for it this weekend. So let's see how we get on. Let's see if it starts up first time. And yeah, that's where we are with it. Nothing special, unfortunately. I did really want to do it. Unfortunately, I just don't know when I'd be able to do it. So I've got a decent battery. I'm going to stick the battery on now. I'm then going to turn the engine over without the fuel pump connected, just because it's been sat here that long now. Just get oil basically around the engine before it starts up. So connect the battery up first. Actually, a little bit too much oil in there, but it is on an angle. Yeah, there's some in there. Now obviously this has been sat in a barn, so stupid things like, is there a mouse nest in the intake? Which I can't see one. In all fairness, there's no mouse poo at all, so I'm very surprised. If I wasn't so confident it'd start up, I'd put a cracker bar on the crankshaft and just turn the engine over by hand, but I'm really confident this is going to start up. So on the TDIs, the injection pump is full mechanical. It's basically run off the timing belt in time with the engine. There's 12 volts of the pump that releases a solenoid. Fuel is then fed through the injectors at high pressure. Bang, away you go. Ultra simple, ultra reliable. Run basically, they're so simple. So all I'm going to do now is disconnect the power supply to the pump, so I can then turn the engine over so oil can then get around the engine, just so that when it does fire, it's not dry. The oil's already circulated around. It's just good practice when something's been sitting for this long. This being pre-Defender, it has the best door combination. Lift up handles and wind down windows. It is rough, again, perfect for what I wanted it for. So, I've disconnected the 12 feet of the pump, so remember this is literally just to build up oil pressure and just to get the oil circulating round so that when it does start up, it's less liable to cause damage, basically. Right, we're ready? Right, there we go. You notice the change of speed in the engine. That usually indicates that the oil's now circulating. So let's plug the fuel pump in and see if she'll run. As that. TDI's brilliant. So it runs, but does it drive? For the record. So that is the end of the video. A TDI, sat for 5 years in an exposed barn, fired straight up. What more can you ask for? I am following the build progress with Mark and his son Jack. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. There will be more videos coming. I am trying to get back into the YouTube. One pretty similar to this. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously there's loads of videos on Land Rovers on the rest of the channel, so don't forget to check them out as well. I am going to try and get back into the YouTube and bring more videos to the channel. I've actually got another one planned that's very similar to this. So again, do like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.